And listen, I'm keeping you here. It's a little cold, but all jokes aside, okay?
I'm okay.
I could almost care.
I
know. I could almost care less now about the traffic stuff, and I don't mean that. Obviously, I do care about issues such as that because, again, there's a gray area. But I'm more interested now in the fact that you've treated me with respect. Most of the officers I've interacted with, especially in the RPD, they know me very well. They don't care about what I do, and that's fine. But the thing I think people lose about being an American, we're at a very sensitive time in this country.
Yes, we are.
A time where you know, not to get into politics, but a very divided time, and I'll leave it at that with the president that we have now, and a time that, on one hand, we have all this patriotism for those who have sacrificed their life. Absolutely they have. But we're also at a time that there's a lot of hypocrisy and double standards because it's all good and well to support our troops and absolutely the sacrifice they made. But at the same time, I'm an American too. I was born right up the street. I was born at Strong. My kids were born at Highland, right down the street. And what I say that is because there's this thing about what I call it almost, God forgive me if I'm wrong here, but almost like a false sense of patriotism. If it's a patriotism, just because you and your colleagues don't agree with me and my views and maybe think I'm this wacko guy who hates the cops, that's your right to think that. But I always say, at least I sense that you respect my right to do it as a fellow American. For freedom of speech, to stand for what I believe in. We don't have to agree, you know what I mean? And like I always say, I'll leave you with this, it's much easier to label someone a cop hater than to open the door and question why. But what happened to this guy? Because that invites, think about it, in all of us, it's hard to look into oneself, right? And criticize oneself and be real and face, you know, face accountability. So
I was told by my father and my grandfather, you always give somebody respect up front. Then you determine how you're going to deal with them afterwards. That's the way life should be.
I like that.
Get everybody respect.
I think a lot of us were taught.
You know, I stop a lot of cars, you know, and I treat everybody with respect. You know, they don't have a license or whatever, you know, all right, you can't drive from here, park your car and walk.
Right.
Treat everybody respect. Now, if they're, you know, not being compliant or real nasty or whatever, then, you know, they're not going to go the other way. We're going to tow your car.
So are you saying that there's more truth to the saying, there's truth to the saying, you get more flies with honey? I really, again, want to thank you.
No, not a problem.
Because all you have to do is Google Davy V RPD, and the overwhelmingly, I'm going to leave room there for a couple here and there, the overwhelming majority of interaction with them looks nothing like this. So I really appreciate it. I mean that, bro. Muchas gracias. De verdad, de verdad. De verdad.
I treat everybody with respect otherwise.
I appreciate it.
All right?
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay.
And what was your name again?
Gil Contreras.
What's the badge number?
703.
703. Professional.
Right.
Thank you, Gil.
All right.
Thank you, my friend.